for the launch of Revival Today Church. We know some of you are moving, we know some of you are interested in moving, and we want you to know we put a special package together just for you. What I want you to do is go to revivaltoday.com/moving. Fill out that form, and then once we get that form, we'll send you a special package that's full of resources to help you get to know Pittsburgh. We're so excited, we know you are so excited, and we can't wait to see you at Revival Today Church.
Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as Adalis and I are here to announce our next big move, biggest move we've ever made for Revival Today. Behind me is a building that will look nothing like it looks right now when we finish. We're on just under 5 acres of property that we've just finished purchasing, which is going to give us the ability to have a state-of-the-art studio. And in that studio, something I've wanted to have for a long time, which is a live studio audience. It's going to be a 500-seat building when we finish with it that'll give us the ability to touch the world with our broadcasts. This facility is going to give me the ability to do what I've really missed, which is having you in the audience to minister to personally. Obviously, you can't beat the reach of digital media. We touch the whole world every day, but we have the ability now with this to lay hands on people, pray for people that are sick, a place where you can bring people that are drug addicted, demonized, and really give them the ministry that you can't get on YouTube and Facebook. I can't wait. And then beyond that, we're going to announce the launch of Revival Today Church. We're going to hold Holy Ghost church services every Sunday morning. I'll be there most Sunday mornings. This isn't going to be like some little side project. We're going to give you and your family a place you can go that's a soul-winning church that values the presence of God, where you can get prayed for and ministered to, where there's not a critical race theory lecture or a mass and social distancing 10 minutes of no talking to anybody in the lobby. None of that. We're going to have a place where you're free and where you're free to experience the presence of God.
I'm incredibly excited because I know a lot of you have been asking about different meetings and events that we couldn't have during COVID, and trust me, we tried so hard. So this really frees us up to do everything that we want to do with healing meetings and women's conferences. So I am so looking forward to seeing you and having you be a part of this.
So I want to give you a twofold call to action. Number one, if your church turned in to a liberal nightmare in 2020 and you need a place to go, I would be happy to have you at our church. Number two, if you are a partner or a friend of our ministry, Revival Today, this is the biggest move by far we've ever made. By the time we finish remodeling that building, the acquiring of the property, you're looking at a couple of M's. So if you would stand with us now, I'll say thank you ahead of time. Pray and ask the Holy Ghost what He would have you to do. You've been so generous, and I thank you ahead of time for your extreme generosity. I know I speak on behalf of my wife, everybody here at Revival Today, when I say we love you very much. And now I can say I look forward to seeing you face to face here at the new home of Revival Today.
Hey.
Said, you little pug-nosed hussy, let me tell you something.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Check the Market. Christophorus, Joshua, Naveed, good morning. How's everybody doing? Futures are down. Not the future, just futures. Market futures. Dow's down 1/3%, S&P is down 2/3%, and the Nasdaq is down over 1%. There's a good amount of selling going on in the tech sector. Good morning, Ninja. Make sure you share the broadcast with all your friends. They all need to hear this. Netflix. I haven't looked at Netflix in a while. Not bad though. 20% over the past year. Good morning, Latin Rose, Roger, thank you. Sandra, D&D Investments, Stock Market Samurai. Lisa, good morning from Canada. Good morning to you in Canada. Orange County, California. Awesome. We got people watching from everywhere this morning. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Anyone else feeling like XRP going to the moon is like 2 weeks to slow the spread? It just keeps moving out 2 more weeks. That sounds about accurate. Ian, good morning to you. Welcome to Check the Market, everybody. We got crypto trading hamsters. Oil prices hit over $80 for the first time in 3 years, 4 years, somewhere around there. And Ford is going electric. Ford has had some big announcements recently. So we'll look at all of those. Louisville, Kentucky. Awesome. Welcome, Ian. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Check the market, where we check the market, finance, whatever else we feel like checking. And the markets are open. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Dow Jones is down 115 points. S&P down 30 points. NASDAQ down 170 points. Treasuries are still rising. Oil is up. Brent crude is up over $80 a barrel. Natural gas is up over 3% today. Gold is down, silver is down, copper is down. All right, let's get into it. See what we have today. Good morning, Doug. Doug, when is XRP going to go to the moon? To $50 per XRP? That's what we all want to know. Oh, the Russell's up? Oh yeah, look at that. Over 1.5%. 1.5% on the Russell. The VIX is up 8%. I don't have the comments on the app. I can't see them. Thank you, sir. Charles, good morning. Sandra. Ford Maverick hybrid little truck. Ford is really trying to lower the costs of their vehicles, especially electric vehicles, so that more people can get into them. Probably going to 75 cents first. Well, there you have it. Buy the dip, everybody. 87 degrees in Virginia Beach today. Man. They should have XRP back on Coinbase soon. And then it'll go to the moon. Hopefully. All right, let's see the first article this morning. Let's see what's going on. Ford to build an $11.4 billion mega campuses for electric car production. Continue. Saying Ford is driving head on into a future of electric vehicles may be an understatement. Think more along the line of hauling fill in the blank. The Detroit-based auto giant said Monday that it'll partner with SK Innovation to invest $11.4 billion to construct 2 mega sites, one in Tennessee and the other in Kentucky, that will build electric trucks and batteries. Ford's portion of the investment, $7 billion, is the largest manufacturing investment in the company's 118-year-old history. This is a transformative moment where Ford will lead America's transition to electric vehicles and usher in a new era of clean, carbon-neutral manufacturing. We'll see about that. Said Ford Executive Chairman Bill Ford, a longtime proponent of the push to electric vehicles. With this investment and a spirit of innovation, we can achieve goals once thought mutually exclusive. Protect our planet, build great electric vehicles Americans will love, and contribute to our nation's prosperity. Stanton, Tennessee will see the construction of the Blue Oval City, which Ford says will aid in building an expanded electric truck lineup. Currently, Ford has released the all-electric SUV called the Mach-E, and soon will begin producing an all-electric F-150 Lightning. The 3,600-acre campus will cover nearly 6 square miles at a total of $5.6 billion. It's expected to create 6,000 jobs. That's the Mach-E Mustangs, or the Ford Mustang Electric, which I don't know why they made it with the Mustang logo. Should have just been the Ford Mach-E. Continue. And there's the F-150 Lightning, the one that Joe Biden said he would run the reporter over in. Continue. Ford did not provide an opening date for the site. No less impressive is the other mega campus slated to open in Glendale, Kentucky, dubbed Blue Oval SK Battery Park. It'll be a dedicated battery manufacturing complex for Ford's expanding roster of electric vehicles. The 1,500-acre site will cost $5.8 billion to build and create 5,000 jobs. The location is targeted to open in 2025. This is our moment, our biggest investment ever to help build a better future for America. We're moving now to deliver breakthrough electric vehicles for many rather than the few. It's about creating good jobs that support American families, an ultra-efficient carbon-neutral manufacturing system, and a growing business that delivers value for communities, dealers, and shareholders. Well, I don't know about the dealers because they're trying to cut them out. The campuses are part of Ford's $30 billion investment in electric vehicles. Ford expects 40 to 50% of its global vehicle volume to be fully electric by 2030. Continue. Hong Kong asks banks to report exposure to China Evergrande. So Hong Kong is one of the biggest financial hubs in all of Asia, and they're running a little scared of what's going on in China with Evergrande. We've gone over that before. The property construction and management company that's $300 billion in debt. Let's see the article. Hong Kong's central bank asked lenders to report their exposure to debt-laden China Evergrande Group on concern over potential systemic risk to the region's financial system, according to people familiar with the matter. Continue. The Hong Kong Monetary Authority queried lenders in the city last week, giving them 24 hours to respond on their financial commitments to China's most indebted developer, both in terms of lending and derivatives. One of the people said, asking not to be named because of confidentiality. It's at least the second time in recent months the authority took an interest in how banks are exposed to Evergrande, as financial markets are bracing for a potential collapse of the developer, which is buckling under more than $300 billion in liabilities. The company is China's largest issuer of high-yield dollar-denominated bonds and bills, coming due to an array of banks and suppliers. An HKMA spokesperson said in an email that the authority doesn't comment on the details of its regular dialogue with the industry. The HKMA has been keeping the credit risk facing the banking sector under close monitoring. Our assessment is that the overall risk to the banking stability remains manageable. So that's good news. Be interested to see how much those banks are actually exposed to Evergrande and what those banks are, because Hong Kong has a ton of European and American banks as well that have their Asia headquarters there. Continue. We can go to the next one. Well, let's take a look at cryptocurrencies, actually. We haven't done that yet. Let's see where they're trading at this morning. The total crypto market's down about 3.18%. Bitcoin's down 3%. Ethereum down 4%. Cardano's down 3.5% at 212. XRP's at 93. Dogecoin's at 20 cents. It seems to be stuck there for some reason. But for all my Dogecoiners, Dogecoin to the moon. How do you use cryptocurrency in investment? It would just be buying cryptocurrencies and then keeping them for the however long of a term you want. There's actually some cryptocurrencies that you can buy even on Coinbase. Which one is it? Algorand. That'll pay you a percentage. So it'll pay you interest. So those are some, that's how you can use it in investment. And then however much of an exposure you want to it in your portfolio, whether it's 10%, you know, some people, their whole portfolio, investment portfolio, are cryptocurrencies. All right, next. Go back to the oil one. We haven't gone over that one. Oil prices head above $80 a barrel as fuel crisis beds in. Continue. Energy markets have stayed in focus as the most volatile factor in markets on Tuesday in London. As the price of oil per barrel headed above $80 for the first time around 3 years, Brent crude was 1% higher to trade at $80.34 at the opening bell in London. Crude is also up around 1% to trade at $76.27. The fuel supply crisis has forced the UK government to draft in the army as long queues at petrol stations head into their fourth day. Up to 150 military tanker drivers were prepared to deliver to forecourts, which have run dry because of panic buying. Earlier in the week, the spiraling petrol crisis forced the UK government to suspend competition law via the downstream oil protocol to help oil companies to work together to deliver fuel to petrol stations that are running dry. The protocol would help fuel producers, suppliers, haulers, and retailers to prioritize the delivery of fuel to the parts of the country and strategic locations that are most in need. So there is a little bit of a fuel crisis going on in the UK, if you've seen the pictures of long lines that are going on. How much is one coin worth? That depends. It would be different. So for Bitcoin, one coin is $42,000, but you can buy just a fraction of that. And then for Ethereum, it's $2,900, a little over $2,900. There's some cryptocurrencies like Dogecoin or XRP that are below $1. So those are the ones that I like, the ones that I'm invested in, is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, a little bit of Dogecoin, just a couple though, just like Mark Cuban, Algorand, a little bit of Litecoin, I think I have some Bitcoin Cash too. For cryptocurrencies, to learn how to invest in cryptocurrencies, you can begin by downloading an app like Robinhood or Cash App, and you can buy cryptocurrencies on there. And then there's various resources that you can use to learn about cryptocurrencies. Is it bitcoin.com? What was that website called? There's Investopedia that you can use for cryptocurrency to learn about it. There's, I want to say it's crypto.com. Let me just pull it up real quick, make sure that's the one I'm thinking of. No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. There's a Bitcoin website. I gotta find it. I'll have to get back to you on that. It's a really good tool to learn about cryptocurrencies. But I'll get back to you on that. I know that Investopedia is one that I've used. So I use that a lot if there's a term that I don't know. Which broker? I use Uphold, Coinbase, Qcoin. Those are the ones that I use, and then Cash App and Robinhood. But I like Uphold. So those are some of the ones that I use. I don't use Webull. Webull I've looked at, but their fees are very high. Sometimes their fees are higher than Coinbase. Oh, you're watching from Nairobi. Awesome. I went to school very close to there in Kijabi, Kenya, at Rift Valley Academy. So I know Nairobi well. Thanks for tuning in. Cardano, all of cryptocurrency is dropping today. The market is down in general. I don't know specifically why Cardano is dropping. I think it's just a general move in the cryptocurrency. Yeah, the fees are fairly high. I actually saw a breakdown of it the other day where they were showing the fees on the different platforms, and Webull had some of the highest fees. Voyager is paying 9% interest on US dollar coin. Wow. 9% interest, man, that's... I'm gonna look into that. Thanks for letting me know about that. Crypto cards, like I have the Coinbase card, so do they change your crypto to cash, then use that for the card? I'm not exactly sure what the crypto cards on Coinbase are. I haven't looked into that. I know that for Cardano, all you have to do is go in, or not Cardano, Algorand. You can go in on and switch on that you want to get the 4%. Safe cryptocurrency platforms for U.S. citizens, I would say Uphold, Webull, Coinbase. Those are fairly large platforms that you can use, and they're very secure. Especially Coinbase, since it's such a large company, so they have the most to lose if there's an issue with their platform. But then if you have, over a certain amount, if you get to a point where you don't feel safe having your cryptocurrency on the platform, I would put it into a hardware wallet. What was it called? The one that I have is Trezor, Trezor. I know there's some others out there that you can put your cryptocurrency into. And then it's just like it's a little USB drive. Mine is like a, it looks like a little USB drive. It has a little screen on it, and then you got to enter in the code on your computer, make sure it's all, it all lines up, and then you can access your hardware wallet. Oh, the Coinbase crypto card. I see, the debit card. Yes, you earn rewards in crypto. Thanks for clarifying that. Yeah, there's a couple of platforms that are actually coming out with debit cards. When I went on crypto.com, I saw that it also has a debit card where you can earn cryptocurrency to as rewards, instead of like with American Express, where you get like the American Express travel and travel points, or Marriott or Hilton, or whichever card you have. So for those debit cards, you can get cryptocurrencies. But yeah, those are some of the safe ones you can use. So if you want to look into those are the ones that I've looked into, and I trust those. But then again, there's, banks get hacked all the time and whatnot, so it's not 100% safe, but they are safe because they have the most to lose. The smaller ones, I mean, I see news every single day of different crypto platforms getting hacked. All right. So energy markets, for the first time, it's up over $80 for Brent crude, which means, more expensive to fuel up the car, but there's also opportunities there. You can invest in oil stocks, gas stocks, oil transportation stocks, things like that. So you can make some money on energy prices going higher. Next. Cryptocurrency trading Hamster outperforms Bitcoin, S&P 500. How does the Hamster do this? We'll find out. A hamster that trades cryptocurrencies has been outperforming Bitcoin and the S&P 500 since June. The rodent, called Mr. Gox, uses a device called the Gox Box to give signals and make purchases in front of the live streaming audience that follows him. Mr. Gox has achieved an impressive current score of plus 24% and even got to plus 50% before the latest crypto sell-off. A cryptocurrency trading hamster that streams trading signals through Twitch has been on a roll since June, outperforming fellow human traders and Bitcoin, with impressive gains of 24% over its starting portfolio. The rodent, called Mr. Gox, uses a simple system built on top of an infrastructure called the Gox Box that allows him to pick a cryptocurrency and send a signal to the traders. Continue. This is like next level. This is even further than Wall Street bets here. The system, devised by Mr. Gox's human caretaker, uses a hamster wheel to pick a cryptocurrency and two tubes, which the cute trader crawls through, then indicates if the selected cryptocurrency must then be bought or sold. The cryptocurrency portfolio of Mr. Gox includes Tron, XRP, Cardano, and Ether, among 30 other cryptocurrencies. Its portfolio started with $390 back in June and has increased to $498. Great job, Mr. Gox. Also, Mr. Gox uses Twitter. Mr. Gox uses Twitter to report his portfolio movements, informing fans about the sales and performance of every trading session that Mr. Gox engages in via his office. There it is, Gox Capital. So if you really want to... Oh, that's his channel. So that's legit Gox Capital. Man. CEO. So that's the live stream. From Mr. Gox YouTube channel. Buy. Up. Decision tunnels. Look at that. That's crazy. Most recent orders. So you can see that if you really want to gamble, this is the way to do it right here. So if you want to follow Mr. Gox, crazy stuff. All right, we can move on. Oh yeah, he does. Look at that. There's a Tesla logo on the wall right there. He would have one of those. The Trading Hamster has an audience of more than 3,000 followers on Twitch. So 3,000 people are following Mr. Gox to see what sort of cryptocurrencies he's trading. Interesting. So if you really want to gamble cryptocurrencies, that's how you do it right there. He probably knows as much as some people do on Twitter that talk about cryptocurrencies. Next article. Ferrari hires former Apple designer Jony Ive. So Jony Ive, he was a mainstay at Apple, and he was on a lot of the release videos and the what do they call those? Keynotes, the Apple keynotes. So Ferrari hires him ahead of the electric push. Ive's design company Love From reaches multi-year deal with a luxury sports car maker and its largest shareholder. Continue. Ferrari NV hired Apple Inc.'s former design chief Jony Ive as it readies its debut into fully electric vehicles, which I don't know how I feel about that. Ferrari should just stick with engines. Mr. Ive's design company Love From Inc., which he formed in 2019 alongside industrial designer Mark Newson, will work with Ferrari and its latest shareholder, Netherlands-based Exor NV, on a number of projects. Exor is the holding company controlled by Italy's Agnelli family that also holds stakes in Stellantis, of which Chrysler and Fiat are part of, and the Italian soccer team Juventus. Ferrari declined to reveal the specifics of the collaboration, but said it sees potential in working with Love From across the whole range of its businesses, alongside its legacy production of its engine-powered cars. The company sells clothes, watches, and other apparel. Continue. So Ferrari hired a iPhone designer. We'll see what kind of iPhone-looking Ferrari car they'll come up with. Love From is set to work with Exor on the other projects outside of the Ferrari brand. John Elkann, chairman and chief executive of Exor and chairman of Ferrari, said the holding company had started talks with Love From's founders soon after they formed the design firm. So we'll see what happens there with Ferrari. Next article. JP Morgan boss Jamie Dimon. If you borrow money to buy Bitcoin, you're a fool. And I say to you, sir, if you borrow money to buy any stocks or any investments, then you're a fool. Continue. Jamie Dimon, the CEO of one of the biggest financial institutions of the world, JP Morgan, has once again let the world know about his stance on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Dimon stated that whoever borrowed money to purchase Bitcoin was, in his opinion, a fool. However, his personal opinion has not clashed with the fact that JP Morgan is now offering access to 6 cryptocurrency funds for its customers. He also wants to get in on it, and even created its own digital ledger token for payments called the JPM coin. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon blasted crypto and Bitcoin yet again. The JP Morgan executive argued about the real value of cryptocurrencies and his take on the cryptocurrency world. In an interview with the Times of India last week, Dimon stated that the latest bull market in cryptocurrencies was created by a lot of liquidity in the system. I don't disagree with that. which then leads to speculation. Yes. I'm not a buyer of Bitcoin. I think if you borrow money to buy Bitcoin, you're a fool. But what if you don't? Continue. However, Diamond also acknowledged there's a possibility that cryptocurrency sector could increase its value tenfold in the next years. That's right, 10x, to the moon. Diamond also asked about how he believes regulators will affect cryptocurrencies in the future. While he stressed Bitcoin was not its main interest, Diamond did state that he believes governments will regulate Bitcoin at some point in time. It's going to be regulated. Governments regulate just about everything. I don't know if it's an asset. I don't know if it's a foreign exchange. I don't know if it's a currency. I don't know if it's securities law, but they're going to do it. However, the personal opinions of Diamond about the validity of cryptocurrency and the coming regulation of cryptocurrency market have not affected JP Morgan's business moves into crypto. Yeah, they want to get in on it. They want to get some of those tendies. In fact, the company is now more open to cryptocurrencies than it was 2 or 3 years ago. In August, the firm informed they would allow its customers to access 6 cryptocurrency-based investment funds: Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, Bitcoin Cash Trust, Ethereum, and so on and so forth. So even though he's saying these things, JP Morgan is still investing in them because there's money to be made, and he knows that. But tip of the day, don't borrow money, don't trade on margin.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can get in a lot of trouble with that. There's people that have traded on margin, and especially with Robinhood with the options, where they would sell options contracts and then the options get called and they don't have the money to cover it, and then they owe banks a lot of money. And that's happened before with stocks where there was a rally where people sold options contracts on those, and then the stock rallied and they lost a lot of money. There was a guy who actually started a GoFundMe account because he owed TD Ameritrade $100,000. So make sure that you don't trade on margin. And yeah, it'll be good. For cryptocurrency investments, I use Twitter a lot for cryptocurrency. Let me give you some accounts that I follow. CoinDesk, Crypto News on Twitter, Ripple, Preston Pysh, PrestnonPysh. Let's see who else would be good. Brian Armstrong, he's the co-founder of Coinbase. Those are some of the ones that I follow for cryptocurrency. I like the Preston Pysh guy. All right, let's go over some stocks to research for today. Stocks to research. Medium risk. F. Ford Motor Company. We all pretty much know what Ford Motor Company does, but with all the good news that came out about it yesterday, I think that the Ford Motor Company is definitely worth taking a look at. It's an automobile manufacturer. It's the second largest producer of cars and trucks in the United States. Ford is going heavy into the EV market and is doing so by investing in U.S. infrastructure, U.S.-made batteries. So they're investing heavily in the U.S. to keep most of their supply chain here, which I think is excellent. It's great. They just announced yesterday that they were opening New plants in Kentucky and Tennessee. They've had major earnings beats lately, although guidance was still a little shaky. Fundamentally, the company could still be considered discount compared to the rest of the automotive market. I am going to be buying some call options contracts that I will more than likely execute. So this will be a long-term hold for me. Ford Motor Company, F. High risk? Yes, and they pay dividends. Coin Bureau. Let me see if I've looked at Coin Bureau. That might be the one that no, that's not the one I was thinking of. I'll have to see what it is. I have it bookmarked on my my computer in the office. So I'll let you know. Go to informational portal. Yeah, this looks good. Mining. It'll teach you everything about it, about cryptocurrencies. So coinbureau.com. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. So Ford Motor Company, for medium, I think it is still medium risk. I don't think it's low risk. But Ford Motor Company is definitely one that I'm looking at, and I'll be buying some options on the company today. High risk, MMLP, Martin Midstream Partners, LP. This is an oil and gas storage company, storage and transportation company. Fundamentally, they don't look that great, although they have been improving over the past couple of years. There's been a good amount of momentum to the upside and a lot of insider buying. Over the past year, there's only been insider buying and no insider selling. Earnings are set for October 19th, so that's the date that I'm looking at. The company has a small dividend at 0.6%. From what I see, this company is trying to turn it around and become a better company. It's currently trading around $3.33 a share. So I'm looking at this company, and I will look at it through October 19th. I might buy before then, but this is a company that I'm interested in, especially because management is really trying to turn this company around. And there's some value there for sure. So MMLP for high risk. Then I did look at a couple of other stocks that were mentioned yesterday. DDOG, Datadog. So I wanted to go over that real quick. Datadog, DDOG. It's a little too overvalued for me. In the software space, it's one of the highest price to book values. Some positives are that it's sitting on a ton of cash and has stellar revenue growth. So the company is growing, but compared to other software companies, it has a good amount of short interest. So there's a fair amount of people that think that the company is overvalued. I think that DDOG at this point is overvalued, especially with the sell-off in tech that's going on right now. PAA was another one that was mentioned. PAA, Plains All-American Pipeline. I like what I see with this company. I'm going to do more research, and I might actually put it on our stocks to research over the next couple days if I'm happy with everything that I see. So far, this was a great find. So thank you to whoever recommended PAA. I'm still looking into that one, doing more research. ARBK, Argo Blockchain. This company I'm also doing a little more research on. It could be a good trade, but I'm looking over the financials to see if it makes sense, especially since they just listed. What I don't like is that they're heavy into altcoin mining, which if there's a stronger pullback in cryptocurrencies, altcoins they usually get hit pretty hard. So I'm going to look more at their financials to see if it would be a good trade. So ARBK, Argo Blockchain, and then AABB, it was Asia something. They have a gold-backed crypto coin, the AABB coin. I would need to see proof of their assets. What I didn't like is that there's been so many crypto scams lately, and I can't see any of their financials on their website, which I don't like. So I'm going to comb some more through this and see, but their website has very little information to go on, and I don't like that about this. It seems a little scammy to me for AABB. It's traded over the counter as well. So it's an OTC stock. So those are the ones that I took a look at as well. And if you have any stocks that you want me to take a look at, let me know. And I'll do my best to take a look at those and get back to you as quick as possible. Michael O'Meara from Syracuse, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Ashley from the UK, thank you so much. Eric, good morning. Absolutely, Justin. Banks would bash cryptocurrencies. I think they're afraid of them a little bit. All right, if you would like to donate today, you can do so. Oh, we have a shirt, so if you haven't got it yet, we're going to do that as the giveaway today. Our Buy the Dip shirt. There you have it. With a Wall Street-esque Patrick. TGGI. I'll take a look at that for you. TGGI. I'll get back to you on that, Justin. I haven't looked into Trans Global Group. I know that's not on any of my watch lists, but I'll get back to you on that. So if you'd like to donate today and partner with us here at Revival Today as we're building that church, we got television broadcasts coming up, all sorts of things that you can be a part of to win souls and invest in the kingdom of God. If you do that today, we'll send you that shirt. You can go to revivaltoday.com and click Give Now. Do hashtag donate on Facebook. You can text RT to 50155, $RT Give on Cash App, and at RT Give on Venmo. revivaltoday.com/PayPal for PayPal if you prefer to give by PayPal. We also accept cryptocurrencies. If you scan that QR code right there with your phone, the one that's coming up on the screen, there's several cryptocurrencies that we accept by scanning that code. And then if there's any other that you'd like to give that are not accepted with that code, you can call our office at 412-446-2332. You can also send us a check to Revival Today, P.O. Box 7, Prosperity, Pennsylvania, 15329. And then don't forget to claim your offer, which is our Buy the Dip shirt. So if you haven't got one, you can still get one. Claim your offer, revivaltoday.com/offer. Have you heard about the central bank is coming with their own crypto? Rolls-Royce. Some mention of Rolls-Royce. I'll take a look at Rolls-Royce as well. I think their biggest business is the manufacture of aircraft engines, Rolls-Royce. But I'll take a look at them as well. Central banks are coming out with their own cryptocurrency. I know that they're in the stage, the investigation stage. So they haven't even began developing it here in the US, the CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency. But I have heard about central banks coming out with their own. XRP is actually partnering with the country of Bhutan to come out with a central bank digital currency there. And I know that China already has one that they use. Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in today. Thanks for hanging out, checking the markets with me. Let's take a look at the markets real quick. Let's see where it's at. Oh boy. Down even more. 1% on the Dow. S&P 500 is down 1.41%, and NASDAQ down 2%. So go out there and make some money today. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys.